I haven't done a bill searching video in quite a while, so I thought I'd do a small one here since I had a really good mix of money in a hundo, which I normally don't really have. But let's just go right to it. 2013 series, $1 note. As you know from umpteen amount of videos I've done, this little over ink on this third digit from the left is super common on the 2013 series. Aside from that, it's not in bad shape. I mean, for a circulated bill that's been around a few years now, everything's still vibrant. We don't have any shifts, third print shifts. We don't have any over inks or anything really popping out at me. So no errors on at least the front of the note. Back of the note, heyo. Branch number 7. I wish it was 007. I would be more inclined to hold on to that. That's just a bank stamp. I get that question a lot. I also see it on different Facebook groups. But that is just a bank stamp. So when they receive a stack of notes, whether it be $1 banknotes or 5s, 10s, whatever, it's just a reception stamp that they use to show that they're now in possession of it. So I love stamp notes. I mean, I'll set it aside, but I wouldn't say it's worth anything over face value. It's more of a collectible bill. Damage. Looks like some Kool-Aid, some coffee. This one's been around as well. Same time period, series 2013, same series. Once again, over ink there. Bada bing, bada boom. Good variation in the serial number, but no fancies. Nothing on the back. 2009, so a little bit older series. I mean, this is, almost 12 years old at this point. So been around quite a bit. As you can see, it's seen its day in circulation. It's got a tear up here on the right. But aside from that, print's fine. Overall condition's not the worst we've seen. Nothing jumping out on the back there. 2003A. A little bit of damage to the portrait and across the bill from just use. But an even older bill here. So this one actually is a few digits away from a broken ladder, but nothing in the serial number. This one's been around quite a while. What I really like about this, though, is it's kind of an off-center here. I mean, it's still got some margin, but it's definitely an off-center note. What I mean by that is, so off-center notes is just that. The print that's on the note sits either too high or too low. As you can see comparatively to other, let's say the one we just went to, that was 2009 series. This is where you want it to be sitting a little bit more centered on the note. So off-center print, kind of a minor error since it's not really off the note, but it's really up there. So I'm going to hold on to that. I think that's a great little find in this bill search. Let's see. 2013 series. Let's look at the back of the note. And the back of that previous note was printed just normally. I'll show it to you real quick. See, so there's no issue with the back, and then you look at the front. Look how much of a difference there is with that margin around the top of the note. Nothing on the back of that guy. 2017 series, so the newer, quote-unquote, newer series. A little bit of a shift in this seal and the serial numbers, but it's very, very, very minor. So I wouldn't say any value over face value for that. Little bit of a press through, but nothing too crazy. And pass on that one. Hey, star note. Love me some star notes. This one I wish it had a little bit better of a serial number, if I could talk correctly. But star notes are replacement notes, as you know. This one's just in really good condition. It's pretty much right out of an ATM, it seems, although I did get it in change from a $50 bill. But anyhow, $20 bills, things to really look for with them. Since the update to the graphics on the $20 note in the early 2000s, they removed and changed the picture slightly, the portrait of the president, well, in this case, Jackson, on a few different banknotes. So in this case, on the $20 note, sometimes you'll get a little ink issues around the portrait, and that's just, I think, due in part to enhanced detail of the portrait and the bill in general as far as graphics are concerned. I think once they change the bill, he's got this funky eyebrow, so I just think that's funny. But star notes are cool. I like star notes. I like to hold on to them, so I'll set that one aside. Yeah, pretty close to kind of a repeater. If we would add a 6 here, we'd have 1386, and then kind of, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that's not even close, dude. But I always see, like, the potential of what could have been. But in this case, unfortunately, nothing in the serial number. Got a little damage down here. It's like a little booger, something like that. Set that guy aside. 2017 series. Yeah, we're missing some print across the bill, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a result of damage in circulation of the bill. Nothing going on here. Back of the note. And nothing really jumping out at me. Yeah, a little bit of an ink smear here, but this looks to be something from a dryer or something that rubbed off there. 2013. And nothing on the front. And nothing really jumping out on the back. This one does have a lot of where you can see all the little fibrous materials that make up the linen cotton paper that our money is printed on here in the U.S. So it's kind of interesting to see, think about. Lots of 4s in this guy. I love these newer 5s. Well, newer not so much now, but the post-early 2000s, I believe it was 2003 or 2005 they redesigned the $5 note. Kind of obscured the word 5 behind this seal, because the seal and the serial numbers on these series of 5s is really, really kind of dramatically printed, really dark. But anyhow, I really like the depiction of the seal in the background of the eagle there. But I digress. A little bit of a press through, a little bit of a spattering of kind of excess ink here. Let's see if we can get, there we go. So you can kind of see where it's probably damage. But I'm going to take a closer look at that one kind of later, and I'll let you know on that. This is all, looks like wet ink transfer from a note that sat below this one after production. There's nothing there. $5 note. Nothing in the serial number. Nice fold in the middle. That's awesome. Yeah, some damage. That looks like a ballpoint pen or a Sharpie or something. Same dealio here. This is just a big old gross whatever that is. Got ourselves a $10 note. Yeah, kind of a cool serial number in its own way. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, but nothing pattern-wise or fancy serial number enough for me to hold on to. But hey, that's the beauty of any hobby and collectible. If you like it, hold on to it. I mean, I hold on to random stamp notes and star notes, and some people think that's just bonkers. So, you're not always going to find that excellent, excellent, rare error note every time you bill search. In this case, we got a, Franklin here with a little doo-doo or whatever on his forehead. I don't know what that is, but I know what these are. We came across a star note, $20 banknote. I'm going to hold on to that. I think this is the prize of the bill search, is this off-center strike, off-center printed note, and I really like that. Any offset note I think is pretty cool, but this one's really, really dramatic, so I'm stoked about that. I mean, look at the difference between the front of that note and the back of that note. Really cool. I'm going to hold on to that, and then our little stamp note just because I like them. But you can see once again, I mean, the front of this note and the back of this note are printed very similarly spaced within the confines of the margins around the note. So, definitely dramatic with this off-center print. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to get it into a plastic protective sleeve and get it into my collection. But as always, let me know what you've come across in your bill and coin searches lately in the comments below. Thank you so much for sharing and subscribing to the channel. I will see you in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.